Hello YouTubers, Alaska Prepper here. This is kind of an impromptu video. Didn't really plan for it, but I just had a thought come in my mind. And I'm going to actually cover a couple of things on this video. So the title of the video is prepping a way to scam you into buying stuff that you don't need. Something like that, right? I haven't really put a title on it yet, but something like that. So that's one of the topics that I'm going to cover on my drive over to my favorite gas station to get my morning coffee. Another quick topic, ladies and gentlemen, is I've had several emails asking me about if I'm concerned that YouTube may cancel this channel out or delete this channel or something like that. And the answer is I'm not sure. I really don't know where I fall within the realm of what YouTube considers a profitable channel. I know for sure that these videos that I do, although they're family friendly, they're not really intended for children, because children can't really make the decision to do the things that I do, you know, as far as purchasing, you know, high dollar items, you know, all of the things that I do is really more intended towards a responsible adult that can consider things before they actually do them. Because I always tell you guys, do your own research and then decide what's best for you and your families, right? So as far as that goes, I'm not sure. Now, the only thing I could think about that would really help, I think, is this. In reading through that new policy that YouTube has put out, they're saying something about that if they decide that your channel is not profitable to them, that they can delete your channel. Pretty much, if your channel's not making the money, that they can delete it. So what I would ask of you, if you would like to support what I'm doing, and I know that many of you do, and I truly do appreciate it, and you know that I do, ladies and gentlemen. I appreciate all of your support in every way that you do it. But if YouTube's not making money, they're not happy. They're a business and they're in it to make money. So the only way that I can see you supporting this channel and any other channel that you really enjoy is let a couple of their ads run through. You know, let a couple of the ads that you can click off, let them run through. And I'm not talking about 10-15 minute ads. I've actually seen ads that are like 10-15 minutes. That's crazy. I've actually let a few of those ads run through for channels that I really enjoy, but I'm not asking you to do that. But my point is this, is as long as YouTube's making money, they're happy. That's what they're in business for, is to make money. Some other people may have other ideas as to why they're in business, as to why they do whatever it is. But the way I see it is they're a business, they want to make money. And if you let an ad or two run through, instead of pressing the skip button, they're going to make money. Now, I'm not trying to fool you, because I will make revenue off the ads as well, okay? But many hands do little work. Pretty much saying that if everyone does it and a lot of people participate, it does add up, and it's great because it allows me to do the things that I do. And I love to do the things that I do with this channel and with all of you. So that's the only thing that I can really think of that would help a small channel like this one to survive, if in fact YouTube is considering to getting rid of channels if they're not, you know, making money off of them, right? So we'll put that one to rest. The second one I wanted to cover real quick before we get onto the main topic is this. Ladies and gentlemen, be very careful, not only during this time of the year, but throughout the entire year, but especially during this time of the year. Be very careful with your online presence. Be very careful who you chat with online, if you do any chatting online and things like that, and make sure that you're taking precautionary steps not to get scammed, all right? Not to freely divulge any sensitive information that could hurt you in any way, that would allow somebody to steal your identity and use it for their benefit and not for yours. All right, so please be very careful, especially during this time of the year where people are in somewhat, like I am, in somewhat of a euphoria state, because, you know, for me, this is the happiest time of the year for me because I love Christmas. I love giving, and I love watching, you know, my kids open presents and friends open presents and things like that. So just be very careful with your online presence and make sure that you don't get scammed, okay? Now, back to the main topic real quick. Is prepping a way of being able to con people into giving up their money for stuff that's, you know, that's worthless, that they're not going to use? And the reason I thought of this is because I keep thinking about that comment from that lady from the UK, warning everyone, telling everyone from the UK, saying, everyone in the UK, don't do what this guy's telling you to do. You don't need to have that much stuff put away. But that's staying in the back of my head, and I guess the only way that I can really get rid of it is by talking about it. And the way I would answer that question is prepping just a way of, you know, taking your money for stuff that's, you know, not worth it? Is absolutely not. Absolutely not. If you think about it, it depends what level of preparedness you want to be, depending on how much money you want to spend. If you just want to be prepared for a month or two, obviously it's not going to cost you as much money than someone that wants to be prepared for 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 years, whatever it may be, right? The way you have to look at it is this way. If you get car insurance, there are different types of insurances you can get. You can get insurance depending on what kind of a vehicle you have that will just cover the basics, that will make your car legal when driving on public roads, right? And that's just, I forget the names of the insurance types, right? I'm sorry for the bouncing, ladies and gentlemen, but I forget the name of the insurance types, but there's one where it just makes your car legal for driving on the road. Or you can get another insurance where you fully cover your car and your vehicle is covered for any damages that may incur in an accident. And you can also get comprehensive insurance, which means that if anything happens to your vehicle that's not an accident, let's say, for example, a tree falls on it, that it's going to be covered, the damages will be covered. And there's also different levels of insurance within those policies. So, for example, I have a 2003 Chevy Suburban. It's almost 17 years old. I could get, and it's paid off. I could get away with just getting the very basic insurance that will keep me driving legal on the road, right? On public roads. But instead, I decide to get the best insurance that they had. I ended up getting the full coverage with, I think, 1 million, 3 million in case of personal or property damage. And my deductibles are pretty low. I didn't get the lowest deductible, but I got the second to lowest deductible. So for example, if I get in an accident, my deductible to get my vehicle fixed or replaced would be $300. I know some people that choose $1,000. I know some people that choose the lowest, which is $100, right? The same thing with my comprehensive. If something happens and a car drives by and a rock hits my windshield and I have to replace my windshield, it's going to cost me $300 to get my windshield replaced as far as my deductible goes. But if I wanted to, I could pay a higher premium and have it to where it would cost me nothing to have my windshield replaced. You see? So it depends what level of preparedness you want to be, depending on how much money you want to spend. But is the money spent on being prepared a waste? As far as I'm concerned, and this is my opinion, some people may have a different opinion, it's absolutely not. All right, because if you get insurance of any form, be it home insurance, be it car insurance, be it health insurance, the reason you get it is to be prepared in case something were to happen, that you would not go bankrupt. All right, that you will not go bankrupt and have to give everything that you own in order to replace that thing that you're trying to insure. Well, the same thing with being prepared in the form of being to sustain your life for a certain period of time. What level of insurance do you want? Do you want that high deductible where you only prepare for 1 month? And then after that 1 month, if everything's not back to normal, you will suffer after the 1 month is over? Do you want that middle deductible where you're prepared for 1 or 2 years? Or do you want that real low deductible where you're prepared as best as you can possibly be, you know, for 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 years, for whatever reason it is that you're preparing for. So my point is this, is when you listen to people say that is, you know, prepping is just a waste of money, prepping is just a waste of time, this is a way for companies and for individuals to come between you and your money by taking your money and giving you stuff that you really don't need. I can't tell you what to do, but I don't listen to those people, because the fate of my family and myself, the fate of our well-being, the fate of us being able to have sustenance to survive in case something does happen, does not lay at the hands of the government. It lays at my hands. I take responsibility for that in my family. I take responsibility for making sure that if something happened, that my family will be okay in all ways, or in as many ways as I can control. So that was pretty much the subject of this video that I really wanted to cover. I don't want people to get discouraged because nothing has happened. We should rejoice that nothing happens. And if nothing ever happens, even better. That would be the very best outcome for every prepper, is that nothing ever happens. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so I'm getting pretty close to getting to my gas station over here. I hope you get something out of this video. I just thought that I needed to go ahead and put that out there. I hope that you guys enjoyed the last video I put up with the flashlight. I actually did receive that other flashlight in the mail after I had already done that video and recorded it. So the next video you guys will see probably tomorrow will be the video where I review the emergency toolkit, is what it's really called, which includes a flashlight and a lantern. So I'll review that, and that is going to have a giveaway involved in it as well. I'm going to be giving one of those away because the manufacturer of that tool told me that if I reviewed that tool for them, that they would give one away to one of our community members, and that is what we're going to do. Actually, I'm giving that one away to one of my Patreons to show them my gratitude for them supporting me over there on that platform. So having said that, ladies and gentlemen, thank you again for joining in today. I hope you guys have a great day. Remember to be good to each other. When good people do good things happen. Remember to reach one, teach one, and repeat. If we all did this, the world would be a better place, and you know that it will be a better place. Many blessings to all of you and your families. This is Alaska Prepper, and I am out.